Welcome to another in the continuing series of 3-slide videos from VProz Inc. These are a series of project management topics covered in no more than 3 content slides. Now, before we start, VProz Inc. is a project management consultancy located in the Greater Toronto area of Ontario, Canada. We provide specialists to help you turn your strategies into realities. You can find more information on us at http://www.vproz.ca. And while you're there, check out our book, How to Document a Project Plan, which is available from Amazon.com. Now, today's presentation is Who Should Be on My Project Team? We'll be discussing the 6 roles that you need to have on every project team. One of the most common questions after how do you plan a project is who should be on my project team? And of course, it's a difficult question to answer. However, it's actually a very important question that every project manager and sponsor needs to ask at the start of their project. There are 6 primary roles in any project team: the sponsor or management representative, the project manager, the client representatives, the service provider representatives, the quality manager, and the scribe. Now, these roles may vary in terminology. You may call them a number of different things, and they may be combined. One person may do several roles, or several people may do one role. However, all 6 roles are required for every project team. The sponsor or management representative is the individual tasked with overall ownership of the project. They are responsible for advising management on the progress, making decisions when the team can't agree, and authorizing the team to proceed. Typically, they are a senior manager and an executive. In any case, for this project, they are the project manager's boss. Now, normally, they attend only the kickoff meeting and the occasional support or celebration meeting. And sometimes they are not considered to be part of the project team. However, they are a key member of that team. Now, the project manager is the manager tasked with actually planning and running the project. They own the day-to-day running of the project and the project budget. Although they shouldn't be performing the actual planning, they bring the skills of planning to the project team. It is their responsibility to facilitate the planning meeting and the efforts of the representatives. They bring the process to the knowledge that the SMEs, subject matter experts, have. When the project begins, theirs is the responsibility for maintaining direction and effort in the overall team. Now, the client representative is often the actual client. However, as a project begins to increase in size, it may not be practical for all clients to be present. In this case, a senior manager becomes the representative. It is their responsibility to communicate with the actual clients. They will be making the appropriate commitments for resources. They will also be explaining the client's requirements. And finally, their responsibility is to negotiate and accept the project plan. Typically, multiple representatives are required in order to provide appropriate political coverage. Unfortunately, one person is often unable to make a decision for a number of disparate groups who will be using whatever the product is that is being created. The service provider representatives provide the other half of the coin. The client representative is responsible for providing resources and point of view from the demand side. Similarly, the service provider representatives provide the supply side's input to the project plan. It is they who will need to deliver the end product. Now, frequently, managers from each of the supplying departments serve on the project team. However, these people often bring an individual who will actually do the work. Since these latter people will actually deliver the work, it's important to get their feedback. The service provider representatives are responsible for negotiating the delivery schedule and estimating the efforts involved, and ultimately in creating the technical solution which creates the product. Now, no project can be considered successful if it fails to deliver a quality product. In addition, the process by which it delivers product needs to be capable of ensuring that quality is delivered. Now, the quality manager or analyst is responsible for reviewing the work breakdown structure and the delivery process. Their responsibility is to ensure that sufficient and appropriate quality checks are in place right from the beginning. Now, no matter how lean the project documentation is, there will always be a certain level of documentation required. This includes both the project plan and the minutes of the meetings. In addition, once the project is active, it will generate a number of documents which need to be retained. The scribe or project coordinator is responsible for recording the meetings and preparing other documents as needed. Their primary function, however, is to ensure that documents are properly distributed and archived. And this is especially true with regard to lessons learned. Okay, that's the presentation for today. I hope you've enjoyed yourself and learned a little bit about project management in the process. I'd love to hear from you, so feel free to leave a comment or vote with the like button down below. If you have a topic that you'd like us to cover, just leave us a comment. We're always open to suggestions.